Hey guys, welcome to another ICT class. I am your instructor, Mr. Robertson, and today our job is to complete our mobile app. In our lesson last time, we started out with this welcome screen. We went on to completing the game screen by adding an image to it. We also created a score screen and we placed the label final score on there. And of course, we went into doing some coding. Okay, so when I left you last lesson, I created the blue dot game image and got it to move and also change the score. I asked you for your homework to add this bit of code, so these 2 bits of code right here, to get it to change size. And then I also ask you to do the very same thing by adding this to your red dot image so that it would move. If you did not get to do this, now is a good time for you to go to lesson 1 and scroll on to the bottom, and you will see what you're actually missing. As I look at mine now, I'm noticing that I am missing a few things, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. I was not changing position of the red dot. To do that, I will look for my red dot image. It's very important that when you are doing this, that you actually go back to your design, go to the game screen, go to design, and click on the red dot to see what it was called, because you have to tell the computer exactly what's the name of the image that you're trying to move. Okay, and then from here, pretty much go to math, and I am going to add, and that would have been in there, so I'm going to make this 13 300. You could just put some random numbers in there, so I'm going to try 5250. Alright, and there's just one other thing I didn't remember to put in, and that's our log message. This is very important. So you want the score to be logged. Okay, please make sure you remove all quotation marks from inside so that it will actually log the score. So there you go. Let's make sure remove all the quotation marks so that you are logging the score. So if I should run this game now, click run and then click play, and then I start clicking. If you notice at the bottom of the screen here, the score is being logged. The only thing now is that my score is not displayed on my final score screen. So we're going to get that going. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to go back to design. Then we're going to go to our score screen. And next, we're going to drag a label on. So here's a label. Okay. And I'm going to call this label player score. It's important that I name this one. And I am going to make it bigger because I want the score to appear bigger. So I will go to font size and make it bigger, however you prefer. Okay, and then I could display the font family I want. If I don't, it doesn't matter to me. I want it to display center because it looks nicer when I do it that way. Next thing I'm going to do is to add a button on there. So if I add 2 buttons. So this first button, I am going to call this button a replay button. So replay, and on there I'm just going to type replay. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is to add another button, and this one is going to take me home. So I'm going to call this one return home. Okay. So I'm call it return home. I'm still going to call it buttons. I know it is my button. Then I'll just call it return to welcome screen, because you know this is an app. Okay. Of course you can just change the width if it's not coming across. So there you go. If you want, you could change the height if you want. You can adjust the buttons to your likings. You can also change the color to something you would prefer. So totally up to you. Alright, once you've created your 2 buttons, then we're going to go back and do a bit of coding to make sure that our score is being displayed. So back to our score screen. Now what we will do, we will go to UI controls and we're going to look for this option that says set property, right? We're going to find that and we're going to bring this into this area of the screen that says set screen right there. Then what we're going to do, we're going to change it to the ID that we just made for the user score. So that would be our player score. We're going to change this to text. And then we're going to change this word to score, because our goal here is to have the score displayed. So let's run that now and see what happened. Okay. Da, 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 da. Notice my size is changing. There you go. So my score now is being displayed as 5 score. Now I need to make sure that it replays when I click replay. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll go back to my on event, grab another on event button there. And then what I need to do is to change the ID to my replay button. So if I look for replay, and I am going to do set screen. Okay. And my set screen, this time I want it to go to the gameplay screen. But the problem is, it is going to play continuous if I do not restrict the timing just like before. So I'm going to have to go to control, and then I'm going to get my set timeout, and I'm going to put this in here because I want it to still stop after 5 seconds. Alright, so if I should reset this, click on run and click play. Notice the dot moves. It's unfortunate it's hiding. Now it's 3 points, but if I click replay, it should have taken me back to my replay button. Oh, there you go. Okay, so maybe what I should do instead is to put my game screen here, and then I needed to move to my score screen. So that didn't work as lovely as we want. So we'll move here and we'll put in our, there should be a welcome screen that we want to put in, and that's my welcome screen right there. So now if I click on run, click play, start to move the dot around, there you go, it's now hiding. There you go. If I click on that, you see now I can still play. Let's see if it changes after 5 seconds. Very good. So it's now playing. My replay screen is doing well. But what if I don't want to play anymore and I want to just get my screen to go back to the home screen? Again, I'll get another on event, and from here I am going to get my return to home button, and this time I want to set the screen to my welcome screen. So let's try that now. So we click run, click play, start moving, dot, 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 dot. Now I want to go to my home screen. Yeah, there you go. So what I want you to do as an extended task is that I want, for me, when I'm playing the game, for example, game screen, I want it to have an exit game button. So let's say I'm playing, but I don't feel like I want to continue to play. Please put an exit button in here and get it to end the game. So maybe go back to the game, go back to the home screen when that button is actually clicked on there. Okay? Alright, so try that out for us and let me know how it goes. Alright? Also, you will need to submit this link. So on lesson 1, there's an option there for you to put the link. What you need to do is to click up here where it says share, and of course copy link. Alright? If you actually had your phone, which you don't have your phone, you could send this to your phone and then you would actually be able to play this app from your mobile phone. So you guys should really try this out at home and tell me what you think when you go home. But copy the link and put inside of the lesson. Again, for persons, if you didn't get this, just go back to lesson 1, complete, added the code just like it is. Alright, I've shown you how to add different things to your screen. So if you were not in lesson and you don't remember to add an image, just need to go to design, drag on the image on there and change the image to what you want. Alright, last thing I'm gonna say also is that you can improve the design of your app, put in your own color, make it look good, redesign it, just make it look good. Alright, that being said, I want to wish for you a productive rest today, and I pray that you will enjoy your weekend. Have a good evening.